Hello beautiful people, my name is Jane and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be like a continuation of the video that I did some days ago. I did a video on ghosting, reasons why a girl might ghost a guy. I'm still going to do a video on reasons why guys ghost girls. But in this video I want to share how to deal with being ghosted, because being ghosted can be one of the most hardest things that you can deal with as a person in this dating scene. It can be one of the hardest things that you can deal with, being rejected and not knowing why you were rejected. So for a lot of things, it's a very difficult thing to deal with, and most times people go through that period where it affects their mental health, their self-confidence, their self-esteem, because they just know that something was going well, or they believe that it was going well, and without any notice or whatever, they were just let down, being put on this high pedestal, and without any heads up, the pedestal just get dragged from under your feet. So for most people, it's very difficult to deal with this, and I'm going to share in this video some of the ways that you can deal with this if you're currently experiencing this. There are a few things that you need to know first before you start going into dealing with this, or making peace with this, or accepting what it was that happened and moving on to better things. So the first thing, the first most important things to do or to note after you've been ghosted by somebody is you need to take the time to analyze things for yourself with an open mind. Yes, this person disappeared without giving you an explanation, and like I said in my other video, most times the person doing the ghosting it's not about you, the person that is being ghosted, but mostly about the person that ghosts you, because they saw something that didn't align with them. So don't take it very personal upon yourself to say, if I was this or if I was that. I mean, there are so many things that could be better. And that's why I'm saying, when this happens, take the time to analyze things for yourself. We're all human beings. If you're observant, if you watch people, if you pay attention, you would know where your communication went wrong and what led to that, or what happened before that happened. And if you're analyzing this situation with an open mind for yourself, because you want growth, because you want to do better, you see that you'll be able to pinpoint a thing or two that would help you understand why this happened. And if you believe within you that this is something that can be done better, I want to be better, I want to do better, then change it, do better. And hopefully that would work in your favor in the future. So it's not about them now, it's not about what they did, about what happened, it's not about you finding ways that you can be better for yourself. You can be a better version of yourself. So that's very important. The second one is, don't chase them. This is very, very important. Most times when a person ghosts you, or you have this you believe you had this very strong connection with the person. It was going so well, like you saw yourself spend the rest of your life with this person, and when that's not going to happen, when it gets to that point where you guys have to part ways without your consent, it's very difficult for you to get to that point where you accept that it's not it for me. And for some people, they do stalking. You stalk this person on social media, you stalk them in real life, like going to their house, making a fool of yourself. I have to say it is the truth. When somebody suddenly cuts off all communication with you, they no longer want to communicate with you. You are not that for them, or for whatever reason, and you ask them to explain to you so you can understand. It's not just about them. It's not about so you can do better, so people can go back to be. If they say it's not you, fine. If you ask them to explain to you, and so you can know, because most times we do things we don't know that these things that we're doing is not really very cool. It's when you know better, you do better. But having said that, it's not everybody that is that open-minded. It's not everybody that wants to know what it was that happened so that they can do better for themselves. There are people that just want to know so they can pretend to be what they are not. So you can see them in that light and you guys can get back to. And that's also one of the reasons why people ghost people, right? So I'm saying, for somebody that wants to do better, improve, for yourself, for your mental health, to get to that place where you're comfortable in your own skin, you're not afraid of meeting somebody and doing some kind of things and then them disappearing on you. That's what I mean. So if a person ghosts you, don't chase them. If you've called, you've texted, they've seen your text, they didn't reply, they've seen your calls, they didn't pick up and they didn't return your calls, there's no point doing it over and over, constantly calling them the more, sending them more text messages. That's not love, that's obsessive disorder. That's you being obsessive. So if a person does not want to communicate with you, it's not by force for them to communicate with you. If they don't want to, be kind enough to yourself to accept the fact that they don't want to communicate with me, they don't want to talk to me, and be okay with that. Even though you probably not be okay with that, but if that's what it is, be kind enough to yourself to accept it. No point stalking them, showing up at their house unannounced, and making a fool of yourself. It's not going to get you what you want. If anything, it's going to take you from the floor where you are already and put you deep into the earth, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So it's not going to favor you. Don't chase them. If it's not them, it's not them. Be kind enough to yourself to say, okay, fine, it didn't work. I might not know the reason today, but hopefully someday I will, or someday I might. And that's number two. Number three, understand that there is nothing wrong with you. Because most people, when they get ghosted, when somebody ghosts them, they feel like, oh, I'm not worthy of love. Like I said at the beginning of this video, some people go through that phase where it affects their mental health, their self-confidence, their self-esteem, and they just go through that phase where they feel like they are not good enough, like they are not worth it, they don't deserve it. You need to understand that ghosting most times, like I said, has more to do with the person doing the ghosting than you yourself. A person that wants the best for you, that wants you to be better, will tell you. But like I said, most times there's just a variety of reasons why people just disappear on other people. So it's not going to be fair to you to be going through that phase where you feel like you're not good enough, when the reason why somebody ghosted you was because they were in a relationship. So it can be very tempting to say the reason why it didn't work is because I'm not good enough, or I was not like this, I was not like that, or I was not this. If you feel like that's the reason why it didn't work, or that's the reason why that person disappeared on you, instead of putting so much energy into feeling like you're inadequate or you're not good enough, put that energy into making yourself better. There's nothing you feel like you want that you work hard for that you're not going to have. So if you feel like I didn't measure up, or I was not this, I was not that, channel that energy into making yourself measure up. Not for them, but for you. Don't go out of your way to be better just for somebody else so you can measure up for somebody else. That doesn't make sense. Take all that extra energy that you're feeling that this person rejected you or whatever, and put it into making yourself better for yourself. And be that person that when they see tomorrow, they would want to get close to, but they can't because you've passed that level. So be that person for yourself. The last one is when you get ghosted by somebody, think of all the worst. Think of the worst that could have happened if your relationship, friendship, talking stage with that person continued. This is you using your mind to heal yourself. So most times things don't work out and we feel sad or we feel angry that it didn't work out. But the truth is, maybe it didn't work out for you in your favor because you deserve something better, or because you would have been miserable with that person, or because that person is not it for you. Maybe the universe, God, just saving you heartbreak, saving you heartache along the line. Most times you feel like, it didn't work, it could have worked, it could have been this. But sometimes these things actually end up working in your favor. So always have that positivity in your mind, even as you're working hard to be better, be a better version of yourself, working hard towards growth and all those things. When people ghost you, people disappear on you, people walk out of your life, be kind enough to yourself to think that it's in your favor, right? There are people that if they're in your life, you will not get to be that person that you're meant to be, and that's the truth. So when things don't work out, or when things like this happen, try as hard as possible to see it in the positive light. And know that as long as you're committed to growth, you only keep getting better. I know there are other ways that you can deal with people working out on you and all those things. There are so many other ways that you can deal with it based on individual, based on what works for you. But the things I've shared in this video are things that I know and I've seen it work for other people as well. So it's not about them, it's about you. It's about you doing what's best for you to get past this very awkward, uncomfortable, period and moving forward to better things. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much for being here. Share this video, share it with every other person you feel like they should see it. I would really appreciate you sharing this video. Thank you guys so much, and don't forget to give it a like, and I will see you guys in my next video.